Hi, hello. I was just setting up the Bloodborne stream. Alright, time for the next Chalice. I'm doing the Fetid Lower Pthumeru Root Chalice. Lower Pthumeru Root Chalice. It's a level 3 Chalice. They are usually, like, the higher the number, the more difficult it is, all the way up to level 5. Yeah, pretty much. I see you heard like the creepy, yeah, and God knows where. It's definitely a new sound. So, like, the basic structure of the Chalice is that you're like in a maze-like area where you have to find a lever, and that unlocks the boss in the area. And then there's usually 3 bosses per area, sometimes 4. And then sometimes you find treasure rooms that make each new area more doable. Well, the whole message is saying is that I'm in an area that not a lot of other online folks have explored, so because all of the Chalice dungeons are randomly generated. Like, only Bloodborne does randomly generated dungeons. Oh, that's interesting. Like the Screaming Witch is also a boss in like the regular, in like the main part of the game in early, and it's one of the early bosses, but then it shows up as a regular monster in like the Chalice dungeon. And they summon and they poke your eyes out, and they summon other little witches, like those skinny things that with the size, those are the summons of the witch. So I have to kill the summoner in order so that she starts spamming those monsters. Like my silly cauliflower head raises out and drop rates. So it's not like a stylistic choice, it's a legit reason for not having a flower head. But yeah, like all of the bosses for the most part in this area, they drop like these weird little items that are gemstones. These are the things that you equip on your weapons in order to make them stronger. See, physical attack up and reduce stamina cost. And the lower down the dungeon you go, the better stuff that the monsters and the bosses drop. And see, look, this is like it looks like it's a Dark Souls monster in like in like a Bloodborne game. Well, I'm not farming in these dungeons for items per se. I'm just like this. I said not like I only play one type of dungeon one time. Like you slowly progress downwards in the dungeons until you reach the end of it. Like they do have a definite ending even if they are randomly generated. Like the ending of like this dungeon goes all the way down to level 5, and the last one that the dungeon that I did a few streams ago goes as far down as far down as 3 and so forth. But yeah, like, but usually in all of my playthroughs of Bloodborne, I complete all of the Chalice dungeons. I want okay. Oh, here's a treasure room door. Like, it's only worth visiting the dungeons as long as you're going deeper into them. Like, it makes no sense to farm for items in like a dungeon that only has level 1 items and so forth. And sometimes you find weapon variations in the dungeons. Over here you can see the uncanny sock cleaver. It takes a triangle rune instead of a crescent moon rune. And the thing, yeah, and then yeah, and also the uncanny Gehrman takes a moon instead of a triangle, cause in the dungeons the shape of the rune matters, except if it's like a heavy bludgeon stone that can be attached to anything. But like as far as like the minging is concerned, you don't really need to do the Chalice dungeons. You can technically handle all of the everything that Bloodborne has to throw on you, and then you skip all of the dungeons altogether. But you miss original bosses that only spawn in the Chalice dungeons. I already unlocked the way to the boss. Now I just gotta go back to the Hunter's Dream to get more bullets and then get back in there. Like the items are not like per se to randomize. In a sinister Lower Chalice and like level 3, you're always gonna find the same, roughly the same thing for the most part. And like having all of the items is not necessary for 100% completion of stuff. Oh, we're talking about Bloodborne. Well, it's like, there's really not like a lot of weapons in Bloodborne. Because every weapon is technically two weapons. It's like the open version and the closed version. It just depends on how you choose to use it. I gotta focus here. Oh god. Like mostly when I play Bloodborne, I treat each of the weapons like a specific build, and then just marry to those weapons. Like I get really good with, like, I just only pick 2 weapons, and then those become the main ones that I use for like each playthrough. Like also in Bloodborne, there's not a lot of like the higher level improvement items. They are ridiculously rare, so you really have to commit to one weapon. Otherwise, you're not gonna have oh god. Otherwise, you're not gonna have enough items to improve everything, to like improve your main weapon to maximum. Like, see, like, the Miami Dollar is only at level 70, and the chainsaw's only at level 9 because I've only found enough materials to just improve 2 weapons to a level that they're actually usable. And like, there's only 2 maximum level improve to get it to level 10, which is like the maximum level. There's only two of those items per playthrough. But like the first one you get in the Nightmare of Mensis after you defeat Mergo's wet nurse, and the other one you get it from the Orphan of Kos at the end of the DLC. So yeah, like the pure lightning weapon in this game is this one. You can activate its lightning power at will. Well, the amygdala arm is more raw strength and arcane. But yeah, but even like by keeping like by having the weapons unupgraded, you also like you need to give at least your weapon one level in order for the weapons to start accepting blood gems. So yeah, not improving your weapons at all in Bloodborne is a pretty good way to make the game ridiculously hard. Like also like the way to get like the true ending of Bloodborne is it's a little weird because like the first time I played Bloodborne I totally missed it even though I had the items to get like the ending. Because I had to eat 3 of an item in order to go deal with in order to gain access to Paleblood, the true final boss. Well, Bloodborne does like the closest thing that it has to like a fifth weapon or something will be like the Beast Claw, but most of it is a claw weapon. And there's also this fifth weapon that you can use it instead of a gun. You just punch the enemy.
Also, in this one,
Like PvP over here in this game is sometimes a bit iffy because if you join the Blood Covenant and then you get summoned to help you, even if you're like trying to help out people, you get summoned as an invader if you happen to be going to the world of an executioner because their covenants, they be mortal enemies of each other. And also, and once you like accidentally do a lot of invasions, then you become a target of the Hunter of Hunters Covenant that is specifically designed to always go target invaders. And when you're calling for her, you may accidentally summon invaders, like oh yeah, like here's the fancy cane that you were talking about. You can use it as a whip, or you can make it solid and then just use it as a blunt weapon. And you could definitely make like a Simon Belmont build and then just use all of the whip weapons and troll daggers. Oh yeah, and then remember like in some Dark Souls games where you got like, well, you gotta like chase after the little Titanite lizards. Well, this is Bloodborne's equivalent of that, like a weird mass of heads stitched together with legs. The other ones that have like the upgrade weapon, the upgrade items. Oh yeah, like they're a little different, but like each of the factions they give you like a weird rune. Like you can see it up in the corner over there. The blue rune, that's the faction that you belong to. And when I wear the rune that I'm wearing right now, it increases my item drop rate by. And that's it. It doesn't give me any benefits or any negative stuff in relationship to PvP or whatnot. It's like a neutral one where you just enjoy the benefit, which is a little bit of extra item drop rate. And a cauliflower head. Like, that's the reason why my head looks like a. Oh yes, when up close, yeah, it looks like a cauliflower. Pretty much, yeah. This area, like, since it's like randomly generated, I don't know if they randomly generated any visible wall. So if a wall gives me like a good feeling, I just strike it because all I lose is a little bit of weapon durability. See, not all of them disappear. That's something that sometimes happens with the summon monster. That when you kill a summoner, sometimes they don't go away. And there's some summoners that also summon like invaders, like human players. Oh, and also patches like in all of the from software game. He also shows up here, but in like a weird form. He's like a spider with like a bald guy's face. I'm playing online because it's like streaming and whatnot. And this game also has like a weird rally mechanic that if the monster hits you, you can get like your HP back if you hit them fast enough. Well, I have a special, like my gun, since my gun is for the most part useless, I gave it I gave it a special rune that passively heals me 3 of HP every so often. Cause I made a magic build, so the gun bullets are very, very weak. So now it just passively regenerates, and that's why you see that icon up there, like the blue one that has like the arrow up is the item it's like the HP regeneration icon.
Welcome. What is very let me stand. Arrow.
And I'm getting a level before dealing with the boss.
Welcome home. What is it you desire? Very well. Let me. Welcome. What? Very well. Let me. Farewell, good.
So that regain rune is only useful if like the monster grabs you in a grab attack, and then eventually, and then as he hits you, as he does the hitting you animation and your speed starts jumping, your Zontas may regenerate enough to survive that one hit KO move. Oh yeah, you get used to all of the weird sounds. wasted in the end, but the gamble paid off. Like most Bloodborne bosses, like you either win very quickly or die really quickly. Like it's very rare for me to be stuck in a boss battle in Bloodborne for like 5 minutes or something. Like as far as I unravel it, it also governs cause there's a slight element of randomness to like the runes that the monsters drop. But the randomness was curved a bit in as the Bloodborne kept getting updated. Like originally, like you could end up with very strong runes very early in the Chalice dungeon. Like the looming sword on my first fight, it was like ridiculously strong because I had so much iron rubber, it randomly generated a rune that had like plus 25 physical attack up. I'm hearing a monster nearby, but I don't see it. And you eventually get good with most games. Or you rage quit. Whatever happens first. Like with Bloodborne, I played it the first time when it was new. And I was able to platinum trophy before the DLC came out. And like in Bloodborne, in order to get like the platinum trophy, you have to do the Chalice dungeon and make your way to the Pthumerian Queen, who's in level 5 Chalice. Like in the main plot, you run into her as one of those hopeless NPCs in the Nightmare of Menses. Like they stole her, the people from the Church of Menses, they stole her kid. Oh man, brain sucker. Like those things, they steal your intelligence. Yeah, like you see that eyeball icon corner, like if they grab you, they steal that. And it goes from like you lose 1 or 2 depending on how many times it grabs. Like the hardest thing in the game is actually, for the most part, it's like the start, because they don't let you level up until you kill either Father Gascon or the first cleric beast. Yeah, like you can't start leveling up as soon as you, like it's a mess. But you can use whatever souls you get in order to get, to buy a stronger armor or something, which makes the battle slightly more doable. And most people can't like make it past what they call the tutorial area in this game, where you have to pass by a mob of guys with axes and guns and their dogs and giant guys with bricks. And werewolf, of course, werewolf. And then after you make it all through all of that, then you gotta fight a ginormous werewolf. Or you accidentally take a wrong turn in the sewers, and then you end up fighting a hunter that then turns into a giant werewolf as soon as you get his HP halfway done. Alright, let's be making our way to the boss. Like I'm also doing alien isolation and tech. Could be everything. Hmm. Hello.
Very well, let
I'm going to get that level before fighting the boss. While he's trying. Gotta use
welcome home.
Oh wow, that one gave me more souls than I planned.
Let me
Like I usually like to do like the Chalice dungeons in the DLC first. Oh, platinum trophy. Like I already got like the platinum trophy for Bloodborne. Now I'm just streaming it because because I haven't streamed the game yet. Alright, gotta focus here for a second. Let's see what boss. Oh my, done this fire, the punchy dog. Alright, it's water go water bad. Alright, let's try this again from the top. Yeah, Meister, just level 90. Oh, made it. Alright, I finished that Chalice dungeon. Oh, I also did, the first time I did the DLC, I was in New Game I was like in New Game plus 3, cause I had like done all of the 3 endings in Bloodborne, and then the DLC came out, and then the DLC came out like a week later, like a few months later. So then I'd be like, do I start a new file to play the DLC, or do I continue with my old file? And so I chose to like play the DLC in like New Game like plus 3. Oh my god, it was like a huge mess. And I kept getting like one-shotted by like all of the bosses, but it was doable. Oh yeah, Yeah, I did already platinum Bloodborne, but this is just me the first time. This is just the first time I'm streaming Bloodborne. Like I only got into streaming games like when I got the PS5 and obviously better internet because it wasn't doable with like the old technology I had. Yeah, like I recently finished. I need a bastard all around. Oh, well, so I guess I can do the foul callus. And like the Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and we recently finished streaming Sekiro and Demon Souls. Oh yeah, like in Demon Souls, something stupid happened. I was like in the Nexus testing out Wrath of God, and then I angered the guy who keeps all of my storage items, and then I had to kill him because he tried to kill me, and then I lost all of my access to all of the inventory. It made the playthrough very hard to finish winning Demon Souls. And I also did like armor core and whatnot. Like I got like 2 endings already, and most of the time I was just experimenting, trying to create all of the mechs from all of like the mech TV shows, all of the Massing Kaisers, Nirvash, Magus XLR. Like it's amazing all of the mechs that you can make with like the customization of that game. Well, I guess now the only callus that I can do right now is the early Loran one. Hopefully I can find a Bastard Loran to keep going deeper in the Potavian callus. The first ones that I got really like in my first playthrough, like the one that I got like really stuck on was actually like the Bloodstar Beast. I used to lose against that boss so many times that I eventually got good against it around like the 50th time. Like Bloodborne was way harder like the first time it came out because they didn't like give you you know how like those old hunter helpers that you find in like Carmelia or like that lightning doggo in Hippogea, that you also find like a helper there. When Bloodborne first came out, you didn't get help at all for anything. All you had to reload was like rely on like online players to like throw you a bone. That's assuming that you didn't accidentally summon an invader because you were like wearing the wrong career rune. Better go do something about that werewolf. The cauliflower head. Oh, that one you get from like the weird rune over there. You gotta do a weird little side quest in the nightmare. Like it gives you like 10 of item drop rating and the city head. Also in the nightmare. It's before you fight Looming the Curse. Like the shortcut that is close to Looming the Curse, somewhere around there, you find the chainsaw in the floor. And the amygdala arm is past the river of blood in the nightmare. The one that has all of the mosquito-looking guys that jump. If you make it past all of them, like you don't have to fight them, you can just like do an item run. I haven't gotten the cost parasite yet because I haven't gotten to cost. But I do have the milkweed rune. Cause you can get the milkweed rune early. Like, I haven't beaten the Orphan of Cause in this playthrough. I've only made it as far as, I only made it past Look when the occurs, and I'm right in front of the living failures. Like, I wanted to progress a bit with Chalice dungeons. I wanted to see how far I could make it with my current resources. Oh, he shoved right to the floor. Like, I usually try to have, like, weapons that cap with similar stats. Like the whirlwind chainsaw, it has A with strength, and the amygdala arm cast with B, so... And they both also scale with arcane, so I'm doing an arcane strength file. Like, I used like the Chicago before, but like sometimes in very rare occasions I get like once I was able to get like a strength rune that also had healing regeneration, and it worked great with the Chicago because I was able to like open it and I didn't lose as much HP as I did. But it's just a matter of getting lucky in the dungeons. Like, I also like that, like the name of the sword, Chicago, which means like small shadow, I think. Well, I mean, I don't know, just like the way it sounds. It's a cool weapon with a cool backstory. As cool as most item descriptions go. Gotta be there con ese amount of souls in this area, better go level up.
Very well, let me...
That's like 5 or... Well, I ended up needing endurance in the last battle. Like, if you don't want to, like, invest a lot of arcane levels, you can just do the little milkweed side quest that gives you, like, 10 more item discovery just for using the rune. Like in the area where you fight like the living failures, in like the bottom level, there's like a tied up NPC. And then in different levels of that area, you find like some immortal little masses of blobs that have like woman voices. And then when you hit them, they drop their brain fluid. And then you feed it to the tired up mad woman that has like a huge round meaty head. And then you just do like a soft reset of the game in order to make her progress to her metamorphosis. And then once she becomes her own a round mass of meat, then you feed her own, then you hit her because she's like now immortal, and then you can give her the final brain fluid that she needs. Like I already went through that mission in one of my streams. Not all in the same stream, because it takes a bit for her to progress in her metamorphosis. But there's like a whole guide of it, like somewhere. But yeah, that's basically the weird. Like, you know that she's ready to give you the milkweed rune once she becomes like a round little blob hiding in a corner behind the door. I think I had enough for Bloodborne for one day. I'll continue with his cards tomorrow. Bye bye and God bless.